What's going on, guys and girls? This is Jim from VCG Construction. What I want to bring to you today is 10 of the most underrated tools brought to you from DeWalt. Some of these tools are new, some of them are old, but they're ones that I'm super excited because they help me get through my day, and I want to help you guys get through your day as well. With that being said, you want to help out with the channel, go on over to the merch store. Check out some of our hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and a whole bunch of other cool accessories to help out the channel with here. Welcome back, everybody. What I have in front of me first is DeWalt's copper tubing cutter. This is a tool attachment. This is not one full tool. So you could attach this accessory to any one of your DeWalt drill drivers, impact drivers. You could even attach it to one of your competitors if you had it, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend that because we live in black and yellow here. It's a smaller tool option, goes in my bags, goes in my boxes, pull it out whenever I need it, and attach it to my existing drill drivers that I already have on the job site. A great feature about this particular accessory is right now it is loaded with a 1/2-inch copper cutter for my 1/2-inch copper tubing, but I ran into a situation where I got 3/4-inch copper, and what do I have to do? I gotta change out the head on this. Let's see how easy this is to replace, or how difficult it's going to be to replace. But one of the coolest features, in my opinion, is how easy this actually is. Look at that. Pretty dang simple to me. Let's see how it cuts. Get our 3/4-inch copper, set back. There she goes. Nice clean cut here on the copper, but now I know I'm done with 3/4-inch for the rest of the day. I'm going to be moving into 1/2-inch, so we're going to have this die swapped out before we place it back in the boxes for the rest of the day. Look how easy that changes. Simple, toolless, easy, seconds, back on the job, whatever you need to get done. Next up, we're gonna move into the most underrated accessory that I can think of, the most underrated DeWalt tool that comes out of my truck every single day, and it's Tough System. But where I'm gonna shock you guys is, you're probably thinking I'm talking 2.0. You may even think I'm talking about 1.0, but I'm talking about something that came out pre-1.0 that you may not even know has existed, and that is the DS Carrier. You're not going to be able to find this DS Carrier in your local big box stores. You may have to go to a local pawn store. You may have to go online. You may have to go to a marketplace, your social media sites, wherever you go to find used tools, used equipment. If you can find this DS Carrier, I would say you absolutely must pick it up. And the reason why I think it is the best accessory that goes on and off of my truck is the ability to pull boxes independently of each other. Now, this is my plumbing setup, but you may be an electrician. You may have different setups. In our top box, we may have our iron working tools. We have our cleaners. We have our rags. We have some different items in here that we may need to use throughout the course of our plumbing service. Now, in my bottom box, I may have torches, wrenches, different pipe cutters, and things of that nature that I may need to pull out after I work on the top box. But before I can get to any of that, we have to get some roughing work done. Now, when we're doing roughing work, you guys all know we may need our sawzalls, we may need our grinders, our circular saws, our band saws, maybe even a hammer drill. With this system, you have the ability to pull any box out without unstacking all of your other boxes. That's going to save you time, that's going to save you money, and make you more efficient on your jobs. Now, this is just our plumbing setup, but this works for electricians. This works for carpenters. If you're an electrician and you have all your hand tools and pliers and cutters set up in your top box, but you need your band saws, your drills, whatever it may be. In this setup, you have the ability to fit out your boxes however you want and stack them however you want, and then be able to pull them on and off without having to go through the whole entire system. Now, where this also helps us is in service work. Now, on the residential side, you may be knowing exactly what you're walking into, or you know exactly what you're going to be working on for that day. But us in the commercial retail world, we don't always know that. So the other benefit to a system like this is you wheel it onto the job and you realize that what was supposed to be a simple valve replacement or something of that nature, and now you run into having to sweat in all new pipe and you have to get to different boxes. Now I just slide them on and off of the carrier. I don't have to worry about unstacking all these things and going through time and tools that I don't need and get right to where I need to be. The next on the list of the most underrated Dewalt tool accessories is this 5-piece drill and tap set, all-in-one drill and tap set. Now this kit in particular comes in 5 pieces, 5 different sizes, standard, and it looks like it drills up to 10-inch gauge or 10 gauge steel. Simple solution, all-in-one. You do not need to be a tradesperson to be able to go get your drill, go out, get your tap set. No binding, ejecting the metal just fine. Getting right through the steel. Holes drilled, tapped, all done. Didn't need to go out to get any additional tools, didn't need to get any additional people. All in one step, complete. We're gonna move on now to our next underrated Dewalt tool accessory, and that's another one of the accessories that you don't need to have a complete separate tool to use. This is another attachment to an existing tool that's already in your box, and that is our Dewalt PVC cutter. And it is an automatic solution. Normally I'd be asking the guys to run out to the truck to go get the PVC cutters, have to strap it down onto the pipe, tighten it down, you know, you get the whole wrist thing going, make sure you get all the way through, get a clean cut so that you can make your connection to your other PVC products. But let's test this out. You just put the drill in forward, pull the trigger, and watch how easy. Nice, easy, clean cut, no breaking, no snapping, and now you're done. That's all you had to do to get your piece of PVC cut, which normally takes 3, 4, 5 minutes, just took several seconds. What does that do? Saves time, saves money, makes you more efficient on the job site. The next attachment that I want to talk about from Dewalt is one that other people have made and other people have used, but Dewalt has the best right angle drill attachment in the market. Look at this extension. Not only can you reach blind corners that you can't see, you can get into those tough areas, but now you have an extension and you have the ability to twist this extension. I could turn this in almost any way I need to manipulate this drill to fasten whatever I need. Look at that. Just that simple. Complete blind corner, couldn't see my fastener, but if you could line it up, if you could make it to your fastener, you could drill it home with this particular solution. And that's just it. Makes your life easier, saves you time, again, saves you money. Great thing about this attachment is if you don't want to use an impact driver, you can go ahead and chuck this thing into a regular drill. Here we have our DeWalt 998 top of the line XR flagship model here from DeWalt. You could very simply take this attachment out of this right angle and chuck it into this drill. We have some news. DeWalt coming out with a new champion, the new king of the hill, and that's the DeWalt 1007. While I don't have that drill in my hand as of right now, we do have some preliminary numbers on it. It looks comparable to the existing 998 here, but what I can tell you is, and what I'm super excited to see, about these new DeWalt drills and this new DeWalt 1007 is DeWalt's push into safety, anti-kickback, vibration, things of that nature. I'm interested to see where innovation and technology has taken DeWalt and this drill to the next level. Back to tool storage and DeWalt accessories, underrated accessories that you may not know existed, but I cannot leave the office, I cannot leave the garage without these two particular items on my setup. This here, DeWalt Tough System 2.0 battery and charger box. Open this box, and here is all of my battery storage. Why is battery storage so important to me? I'm usually pulling this box out on a job site where I may have 5, 6, 7 techs running around throughout the course of the day. And what happens? Hey, I need to use a battery. Hey, I need to grab a battery. Hey, I need to charge this battery. And then those batteries end up all over the job site. Here is a solution. I keep all my batteries in one place. You take a battery out of this box, you put a battery back in this box. Not only do you get to put the batteries in and out, but you plug this into your wall, plug your dead batteries into these two charging ports up here at the top, and you keep your batteries charged throughout the course of the day. So as your guys are going in and out of this box, grabbing batteries, throwing them on the charger, out of the charger, always make sure you have topped off batteries throughout the course of the day, and they're all in one place so that I'm not looking for them and running around at the end of the day wondering where all my batteries are. This box, again, Tough System 2.0, milk crate at the bottom with attachment on the top. Now, in this milk crate usually lives my 15 amp hour batteries or any other small tools that may be particular or pertinent to that specific job can go in this box as well. We had a job that we were running not too long ago where we had to run a miter saw outside, and it happened to be my 7 1/4 battery powered DeWalt miter saw. It was an overnight service for one of our clients, and we had no light. So what did we do? We loaded this box up with some 15 amp hour batteries, put the top back on, and as you can see on the top here, plug your battery in, set my light up, perfect lighting solution. Now, these will go 360 degrees, up, down, over. You can position these however you want, wherever you want, light up your entire life. Keep the job done now, and a lot of our clients want us to do work overnight, on the weekends. So we're working nighttime hours, dark, and we need light. We need to see what we're cutting, we need to see what we're doing, we need to see what we're working with. Stack these boxes on top of my other boxes, wheel them in and out of the jobs. Interesting feature about these lights too is that you don't have to power them off. All you have to do is simply close the top lid and they close on their own. Open up the side of this if you do not have batteries with you and you wanted to run this on just regular power. You have a 120 volt cord that you could plug in here. Need an extension cord or the other box battery. And multiple different solutions for carrying your batteries, storing your batteries, charging your batteries, and lighting up your workspace no matter where you're working, when you're working, how you're working, get the job done. DeWalt's 18 gauge sheet metal cutting shears. Why do I love this accessory so much? What am I using this for? How often am I cutting sheet metal, or why would I even need it? Working in a lot of different scenarios where we go into bathrooms that don't have exhaust fans that may be hooked up properly or ducted properly, or can't use flex duct. So we need to cut in a box. We need to make a box on site while we're there to get the job done. Now, I could very easily tell my guys to go out and get a pair of reds, yellows, greens, tin snips, whatever you need, whatever you guys use on the job. But when we're working, we have to be in and out quickly. We have to get to the next client. Because you know what? If I don't get to the next client, then I get phone calls all day. So I got to get this metal cut quickly. I'm going to use these DeWalt shears. Cuts like butter, right through, real simple. We didn't even have to make marks on that one, but normally I tell my guys just make some marks, cut them up, make your boxes, move on to the next thing. Now, sometimes when I'm working with these shears, or when my guys are working with the shears, I have my hands all tied up, right? I'm cutting, making my boxes, and then what happens? My phone rings. Oh, did you hear the phone? No. Oh, I felt it up here, up on my neckband. What we have going on here is my DeWalt headset. Why do I love this? This keeps me productive throughout the course of the day, because while I was just working with the guys cutting in those exhaust fans and doing all my work overhead, did my phone ring? Did I hear it? Did I feel it? I don't know. But with this solution, not only do I hear it, but I feel this vibrating. This is the DeWalt DXMA 190-2093. Second generation of these headphones. There was an original generation that I did not get my hands on, so I don't know how to really compare it to them, but I could just tell you why this is my favorite accessory. I'm wearing a lot of different hats throughout the course of the day. I'm in the truck, driving, taking phone calls, going to meetings. Then I'm on the job site with a tool rig on, working with my hands. And instead of having to keep the phone here in my tool rig or here in my pouch, I keep this around my neck. I could throw my earphones in to have a conversation with whoever I need to talk to while I'm working with my hands. I could hit this button right here, turn it on to speaker mode if I want to listen to my podcasts, listen to music, listen to audiobooks, whatever I'm doing throughout the course of the day. And sometimes it's even a better solution than playing the radio for the guys while I'm on the job, because I'm in the middle with them mixing it up. And these speakers are incredible. Whole crew could hear it. Sometimes I got to turn the volume down, which is pretty simple. Just hit this button. Pairs super easily. It is waterproof. Charge, 60 hours without a charge. I've been wearing these for a little over a month now. Only had to charge them 2 or 3 times. That's not to say that I'm not using them all day, because they are on all day long. They're actually buzzing right now. You could probably hear it. Normally when I have these headphones on, it's because I'm working with my hands. So I have these in my ear holes, and I have my favorite tool in my hand, which is usually my DeWalt 887, which you guys, if anybody who has seen me on the channel before, known I have blown plenty of them up, but it's still my favorite tool. That being said, something tells me that, or somebody told me, that DeWalt is potentially not only just releasing or leaked a new drill, there is potential of a new flagship XR DeWalt impact driver. Heard it here first. Coming to market soon. It follows the line of their newer footprint with the smaller, more compact style head compared to the older 887s or 888s. It's a much more akin to the 850. While we have some preliminary numbers on this impact driver, I can't wait to get it in my hand and get it tested. Maybe test it on this channel, see what it does compared to some of the older models. But the DeWalt impact driver is where I started in the business, and I'm super excited to see where it continues to grow and the innovations and the technology. And again, I know DeWalt is big on safety, and that is what they're pushing for this next coming line of tools. So let's see what the new features are that they built in to the beast to see what it could do. That's my list of DeWalt's most underrated tools and tool accessories. Did I miss anything? Is there something that you guys out there are using on the job sites on a daily basis that is a black and yellow color that I don't know? Is there something that you could help me with that I'm doing on a day-to-day that I don't know about that DeWalt makes that can make my life a little bit easier, make me get through my day a little bit easier, help us get our jobs done? Put it down in the comment section below. We would love to hear about it. I would love to know about it, because guess what? Then I'm gonna have to run out and go get it and maybe make another video about it. I want to thank everybody for joining us, and if you want to check out some other great videos on DeWalt tools, DeWalt accessories, or maybe some things that you just didn't know about DeWalt tools, check out this video here at the end.